Good morning, everyone. Well, it's much warmer in Fargo, North Dakota this morning, isn't if you can call two above zero warmer. Um, this is the fifth episode of the on my discussion on resolutions. I'm just going to kind of remind you a little bit about resolutions. And I actually Googled the definition for resolutions. And it states that resolutions are firm, formal decisions or intentions to act, change behavior, or solve a problem, often made to achieve a specific goal. They can be personal promises, such as those that are done on New Year's, or official, written declarations by organizations to set policies, adopt procedures, or express opinions. Well, as I said before, uh, I have not done resolutions for a very, very long time because I listened to a speaker one time and that made a lot of sense to me. And one of the things that he talked about is, and this is actually the what I'm going to be talking about right now, is that becoming who you were meant to be is a matter of a lot of different things. Goals focus on doing, becoming focuses on becoming. And the final episode here brings all of it together: focus areas, pathways, and elevations, the road to personal transformation. Now, when I talk about a focus area, that helps you stop scattering and start building. I've laid out several different activities over the last several weeks on how to actually hone in on what you consider a focus area. I've talked about my journey as far as weight loss, and that is a huge one for me because I do know I needed to lose weight. I have lost an awful lot of weight compared to where I was when I began this journey. But it was not a resolution. It was definitely a process of becoming and taking a look at who I had been and who I wanted to continue to be, but also the realization that I had forgotten to take some steps on that journey. Focus areas really are keys in becoming who you are meant to be. 2 Corinthians 4:18, and of course it's another letter that Paul has written, and he says, "Fix your eyes not on what is seen, but on what is unseen." A lot of times you cannot see where you're necessarily going, and I could give you a very, very good example of that. I actually have a picture of myself from several years ago of me when I was 192 pounds. And of course, at that time, I was running 6 miles a day, and I was, because I was a coach, I was working in the weight room a lot too. So uh, I was doing a lot of right things at that time. And so, how did I end up at 375 pounds? Well, it wasn't because I was running 6 miles a day, nor going to the weight room. And again, lots of steps that I've taken since that time. Now, we also have to look at the pathways that remind us there's a way forward, even when we feel stuck. And gosh, we do get stuck at times. Um, and I can tell you right now that I got stuck here not that long ago because um, I just was not satisfied with what was going on because I was using Ozempic, which is an excellent prescribed drug. I have a great doctor. I think he's probably one of the best doctors I've ever worked with. but he and I both were not necessarily seeing the results that we wanted overall. Yes, I was continuing to lose weight, but one, the cost was pretty high, and I'm on limited budget. Two, I was having some of the um, different things that happen when you take Ozempic that are negative parts of the journey. Not terribly bad, but and nothing that was debilitating in any way. But again, it was something that got me stuck. Now things have changed because I'm back on the journey again. I'm back losing weight because we've changed some things. Now, in Psalm 119, verse 105, your word is a lamp to my feet and a light to my path. Keep that in mind because your word, what you speak and about these sorts of things, help you get down that path. And that's where I've talked about, and I will continue to talk about for those that end up becoming part of the becomers, is how do you continue to talk positively when sometimes things are a little bit negative. Elevations are those breakthrough moments when you rise higher. And elevation, just by the word, we know it, we can define it. It is very, very key to wanting to step up and go higher. I saw in the news yesterday that a young man free climbed the tallest uh, building in the world. And when you free climb, you're not using ropes. And that was a really high building. He obviously had no problem with heights. And he had a dream, and that's what he did. He absolutely put Revelations 4:1 into place, come up higher, because that's exactly what he did. He kept getting higher and higher up. And I will tell you this, is that once you get to the place where you are meant to be, oftentimes you're going to see other things where you've meant to be that you need to do and to move forward on. Now, you are made to be more. It's just the way it is. That is a construct of the Lord, and a construct actually of even your parents. Your parents always will tell you that they want you to have a better life than they had. Now, it kind of varies in how you look at that, but it is something that you need to consider. You are made for more, not just to do more, but to become more. And that's really what I want you to consider and to look at. And if this is the year for you to elevate yourself, consider becoming part of the Becomers movement. It's waiting there for you, and I invite you to join me. I hope each and every one of you have a great day. And again, as I say virtually every time I do a video, go out and help somebody today. Raise them up, make their day better by what you do for them. And by doing that small gesture, you've made their day and their life better. You've made your day and your life better. And you have made this world a whole lot better place. And you've taken some major steps that have really helped, again, this world become a caring place. Have a good one, everyone.